Hello and welcome to another video from Inzara.com. In this video, I will be speaking about a free packing slip Excel template. You can use this template to create packing slips, any number of packing slips that you can then print and then put it onto your packages when you send it to your customers. It's going to be similar to the invoice. However, the invoice will have the amount information, how much the cost of each product is, what's the total and everything. The packing slip will not have any references to any amounts. It'll only list what items are in the package, who is it going to be sent to, who is it sent from. So only that information in this packing slip. This is a free template that you can download from Inzara.com, and I will be demonstrating how to use this template in this video. Before we go further, I do want to request you to provide feedback on if you think any of these Excel templates you would like me to do a how to create that template as tutorials. Please post them in the comment section. We will also provide a link where you can come to Inzara.com and provide your feedback on, or basically vote on which template is most interesting for you, the users, to see how it is developed from start to finish. I've already created one course on how to build a leave tracker Excel template because there was a lot of interest in people trying to understand how to create the template. But if you have other templates like that you would like to understand how to build, please provide your feedback and it'll help me to prioritize which one I need to pick for creating such a set of tutorials from start to finish, how to develop the template. Now, having said that, let's move on to this week's video. Now let's start from the settings sheet. This is a sample file, so you can download this from Inzara.com as well, where I've already entered some product information, but you will also have another file where you can start from scratch and enter your own information. Now, the settings sheet, this is where we start the initial setup of this template. In the settings sheet, you will enter the basic business information about your business and the name, addresses, contact information about the business. So this is going to get printed on the packing slip, so you can enter them here. Now, then we move on to the products sheet where you can enter a set of products for your business, and you can enter the unique product ID and the name. So these two needs to be unique. And then you have the product description, and you can rename this. You can also rename this column. You can add more columns to this table as you need. I have entered 11 different products. If I have to enter the 12th one, I go in and type 12, and you see that the table is expanding, so I can enter more and more. If I want to remove this row, I right click on that and I do delete table rows. So that's how I can manage my product list. Now, the next thing is to go to the customers list. I have once again entered about 11 different customer names and their associated information. Key here is the customer name needs to be unique, and then the addresses and the contact information. If you want to track some other information about the customers, you can add more columns by just tapping in here, rename this column if you want. So all of that is customizable. And now once we have entered the product and the customer data, now we need to set up the packing slip according to our needs. So this is how by default the logo will have this image, but you can right click it and then do change picture and from a file. And now this will allow you to choose a picture from your computer or anywhere and then use it as your logo. So set this up first so that the logo is representing your company and business. Then see if the column names here, ID, this is the product ID, this is the description, this is the name of the product, this is the unit, this is the quantity. So you cannot change the quantity and the first column, but you can, for example, if I don't want the description here, I want the name here, I can change it. I can then change it to this one, to description, and then this, for example, I want to add another column like the custom field that I mentioned. It's anything that you can use it for. You can modify these columns according to your needs. So that is the setup that you need to do. And also, if in your case, you don't identified products by ID, you identify it by name. That's okay. You can change it to name as well. So I'll do that demo quickly from a blank template so you understand how that works. But setting up the columns is the part of the initial setup, because once you set that up once, now you've modified the packing slip to exactly how you want it. And now you can go ahead and say right click, move or copy, create a copy, move to end. And now I have created my second packing slip. So let's say I call this packing slip 4, and maybe because this is my package number, which will be 4. And so now this is how you can create copies of the packing slips whenever you need to create one. So all of the packing slips will be in one Excel file. You don't need to save them all in separate files. Everything is organized into one. This is the initial setup. Now let me talk to you a little bit about how can you customize or create each packing slip. So just like we did, we created a copy, and now I can go in and enter. This is my only a few fields are needed. So you have the instructions here on the right side. And then I'm going to enter the package number. I'm going to choose which customer I'm going to be shipping this thing to. And let's say I'm choosing this, and you'll see that immediately the addresses, contact information, everything automatically updates. And now we go into the item details. So here, let's say, for example, I want to start from scratch. Then I can just delete that, delete the quantity, and now I have a blank slate. Now I can just then go in and then say, if I want to do everything based on ID or name, let's just do with ID 1. So product ID 1, as soon as I type that in, you will see that all these columns get automatically updated. And now I can type in, okay, this is 5 quantity. And then let's say the next item on my order is this item, and I just have to enter quantity. So you see what's happening is, as the instruction says, we just have to enter the first column and the last column. Everything else will automatically populate. Now, when we scroll down, you will see that there is a note section at the bottom. You can then change it to whatever you would like. Please see attached these items along with the order number, ABC, whatever it is. So you can enter what you want to communicate with that specific customer on that packing slip. This is how you have now created a new packing slip, and you can go to File, Print, and then go and, I did Control P, and you can see that the packing slip is ready to be printed, and you can print it and use it as needed. I would also recommend then you save it, export it as PDF so that you can keep it for your records. For every PDF when you create, do it as packing slip 4, packing slip 5, whatever the packing number is, so you can keep track of them easily. So this is very, very simple template, but still pretty effective because it has a lot of customization. It saves you a lot of time because you're storing the products and the customer information all in one file once, and you can recreate the packing slips easily within a minute or so. You can generate a packing slip and print and move on. So that's the purpose of this template. If you have any feedback, please let us know whether you find this template useful or not. How do you suggest that we can make it more useful? I look forward to your feedback, and I'll see you all in the next Tuesday's video with another Excel template. Until then, thank you very much for watching.